This is the iKatMax show where I find things on the internet and I have to share them with you because I have to. It's my job. So that's what we're friends for, right? The iKatMax show is filmed in front of a live Twitch audience. Welcome to the iKatMax show, friend. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I really hope that you're having a good day. My day started strange, unusual, and I was woken up with panic, so there's that. But this morning, I woke up not to a nightmare, but to a real life scammer situation. But I'm going to tell you all about that. And of course, today we are talking about a creator in our creator spotlight. And today's creator is somebody that's really special to me, somebody that lives her dream and that is bringing her inner child joy. So, as I mentioned, the creator of the week is one of my favorite creators on YouTube and especially YouTube Shorts. She creates these fantasy stories, and her video that she made today, which is this one, which is here in the middle, is the one that I really want to talk about because it got me thinking a lot about the impact of YouTube or TikTok and the comments that what impact it has on our creators. But let's look at some of her content, shall we? Because she's stunning. Her hair. I've had one of my friends tell me they're jealous of my hair that's grown back. My hair? Nothing. Nothing. This Kay has the best hair in this universe. I'm sure of it. But let me show you one of her videos. The song to this one, I think, is Don't Think Twice. Da, 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 da. It's Shadow. Look at the art. The makeup she does combined with special effects. It's beautiful. It's magical. And it's her living her fantasies out and telling her stories. You know, bringing her writing to life. And I'm going to show you this one. This one has that beautiful song. And this video is one of my favorites that she's made. And again, the way that she combines her makeup with her special effects is beautiful. And so basically, this video is a little kid that had passed away from cancer at the age of 6 and went to the wrong realm between heaven and the underworld. And she's sending the little angel, I believe, to her sister's realm. And it's so beautiful the way that she changes up her video. And yes, I'm talking over it, but look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. It's art, it's storytelling. And it amazes me every time she comes up on my feed. Her videos, combination of colors, of beauty, and her imagination come to life. How can we not appreciate it for what it is? And yet, people aren't appreciating this. People aren't seeing her for the creator that she is. Yes, she's 5 million subscribers strong. But you see, the thing is, I'm a small creator on YouTube. The more subscribers you have, the more your video gets sent out. And we live in an era of internet where there's always going to be trolls, right? The trolls are going to troll. The trolls be trolling. And mean comments are going to be everywhere. And the more followers or subscribers you have, the more negativity you're going to face. Because we live in a world where positive and negative is always at play with each other. There's people like Kay that want to bring light into this world. And then there are people that are bitter and full of pain and can't appreciate art and can't live themselves into their dreams. And how do they deal with it? They bring each other down. The song for this one, what she's saying and lip syncing to, her lip syncing skills also off the charts. Let's watch what she writes here, and I want to take a moment for us to actually read it. And yes, it is quite a heavy topic, like she says. This And welcome to the world. My battles are fake in people's eyes. Millions of us suffer, battling unwanted voices in our minds. I mean, and these are comments people gave her. Mental health is fake. Attention seeker. Your trauma is fake. I mean, had similar comments. You just won't see them on my channel because I'm protecting my own mental health. But all of these comments on somebody who is so beautiful, such a bright light, who makes content to share brightness in this world. And these are the comments she gets. And it blows my mind because why is it necessary? And it brings me back to this thing of I might not be able to change the negativity on the internet. There's always going to be negative people on the internet. And how can I turn this into a positive note? Because telling somebody that you should just ignore it, it's okay, just take it from whom it comes, it doesn't work. But what does work? What does work is combating that negativity with the positivity by acknowledging the beauty that we see. When we see somebody on YouTube that's creating art, that's doing what they love and sharing it with us, and we think, hey, that's pretty cool, even if we just leave a heart or a like. It's not about the comments or amount of comments. It's about uplifting people because we cannot take away the trolls, we cannot take away the people's negativity. But we can bring positivity into this world by being the positivity. Whenever you see something that makes you feel, oh yeah, I like this, no matter the form of content, for me it's K, for you it could be somebody else. But share that light because you never know. One comment can make the difference between somebody giving up on their dream or somebody continuing to live their absolute passion. So, scam light, to get to the story of the day. So, this morning, I get woken up by my mom running into my room, full on panic. And I'm like, throw my earphones out because you guys know I sleep with earphones all the time. I throw them, I run, I'm like, okay, mom, I'm here, what's going on? So she tells me she's on the phone, and she is on a WhatsApp call. She's telling the guy, he said his name is Sergeant. We're gonna call him Sergeant Daman. I'll explain later why. We'll call him Sergeant Daman. Okay, now, so she's talking to this sergeant, and she WhatsApped me to come to her room already a while before, but I was sleeping, so I didn't get it. And she comes in, calls me, and immediately she tells me the story. Doesn't give me a moment to say a word. She just repeats what's been happening on this WhatsApp call with this detective. So here's what she says. She tells me this Sergeant Daman um, has informed her that a package with some illegal substances, which we can't say the word for these on YouTube, obviously, but these substances and bank cards and ID books, or it's like South African ID identification cards, have been put in this package. They gave her a package number. They gave her, this officer gave his badge number, which in South Africa, it's not a badge number. And just for anybody that is not aware, I'm from South Africa. My mom is from South Africa, and this happened in South Africa, but there are similar scams happening around the world. And so he gave her this badge number. I'm going to put a pin in that. So remember the badge number. And they say, now this package was on its way from Bloemfontein, which is in the Free State, which is not very close to where I am, very far away. It's about 6 hours away. And they're telling her that she has to go to that police station to open a case. And but because she's so far, this officer or Sergeant Daman, he is I'm going to do this over the WhatsApp phone call with her. First, over normal phone call. Originally, she then says she got a call from a customs officer. There is a very, very small airport in Bloemfontein. And, you know, there's a small little customs area. And somebody from this customs area had originally called her. His name, you ask? Well, I don't really remember his name, but apparently the package was on its way to Sanjay Singh in India. And Mr. Mans, his name was Jason something, and he had a strong accent. So even before she spoke to Sergeant Daman, she spoke to Jason, and he had a very thick accent. My mom said she's going to talk to him, and he said, "No, I can put you through to the police." That's how we got to Sergeant Daman and his badge number. Okay, so keep that part in mind. And we got a tracking number for the package, and that's where I join in. And my mom had now finished telling the story. And I'm trying to get this guy to talk because I want to hear his accent. Because in my head, it has already gone off. Red flag number one, my mom is panicked. Red flag number two, the police would not call you over this. So, how it would work, they would already have a docket. And that docket is a folder that is brown. And they would come to your house and they would arrest you and then go talk to you at the police station, right? They will not call you and then initiate a WhatsApp call to do the call. So my mom had told this Sergeant Daman that she would like to go to her police station and he can call her back, and at her police station then the officers can listen and can help her. He says, "No, no, 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 you can't do that, you can't do that, they will arrest you on the spot." So my mom says, "Okay, but I want to call my lawyer." Because whenever you're dealing with the cops, call your lawyer. Always insist on talking to a lawyer. Do not speak to the police without a lawyer if you are the one in trouble. If you're the one giving them the issue to investigate, you can talk to them, but even then, I would say take a lawyer if you can. But this guy tells my mom, "No, no, 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 no. They're going to arrest you. You can't talk to the lawyer. You have to talk to me." So this is now another red flag. And my mom being so panicked, so stressed. So, my mom is brilliant. My mom's mind is brilliant. She's a goddess with math. My mom can math anyone into oblivion. She's smart. She's brilliant. She's worked in IT for her entire life, right? So her coming into my room with this panic, you got to know that this guy already social engineered her. He already had a badge number, he had a parcel number. He came up. Oh, this is the other scary part. And this is one of the things I want to warn everybody about, and part of why I'm telling this story. So he wants to get my mom on a video call on WhatsApp. So he basically, they only need 3 seconds of your voice to clone your voice with AI. If they've got a photo or a picture of you, within a couple of seconds, they can generate a video, and a realistic looking video of you doing something. So here he is. He wants a WhatsApp call with my mom and 2 voice recordings of her voice. And I'm trying to talk to this man now because I want to hear his accent. Whenever I ask, "Can you give me the badge number?" my mom starts talking to explain more, or he doesn't want to talk and he goes quiet. So I'm like trying to get this guy to talk. And there's another red flag. He already picks up, something's up here. I'm not going to have power for much longer. So Mr. Man, Daman, Sergeant Daman, basically is trying to scare my mom more, and she tells him, "I'm going to talk to my lawyer." Now, that's where I take the phone and I end the call. And I might have lost it a little bit there because, number one, why? Why? Why are you calling my mom or anybody's mom who's elderly, and you dare try and scam an elderly person? And that's the thing. They had my mom's ID number. Another funny part of this is now they gave my mom the correct name, and my mom was married before, so she doesn't have the same last name. Give her the last name, which is similar to her actual maiden name, but ridiculously off. Very off. Not right, but similar. And that's another funny thing that was like, okay. But they want you to correct them. They want you to give them the correct information. She never once gave them or confirmed her ID number with them. They gave it to her, and they gave her phone number. It's really important that when these guys call, you never confirm ID number, phone number, any identification information. If you realize any of the red flags I've mentioned so far, and this one I'm going to get to just now, is really important. If they make you feel uncomfortable, if they make you feel overly emotional, if they try and isolate you so that they can gaslight you and they can manipulate you, they're winning and you should put down the phone. The moment you feel like panic, that is what they want. They want you to feel panic. You put down that phone. Okay, so let's get back to the story. Now, I put down the phone. This man, I've lost it. I'm livid. He calls back. So I go, how dare you? How dare you try to scam an elderly person? I've got skills. I will trace you. I will find you. Do not call again. And now, I usually have the tiniest little voice. I didn't with Mr. Daman. Nope. 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 And so after that, he keeps calling back because he wants to speak to my, and he's trying to tell me, but he's a real cop. He's not. But there's a really scary part to the story that's still coming. And so I put down the phone. I block all the incoming phone numbers very, very quickly because they're coming one, and I can see it's virtual numbers in the format of the number. You can add, if this was a real police officer, it would have had the area code for Bloemfontein. So in my mind already, I'm like, I'm going to call the police in Bloemfontein and I'm going to find out if this is real. Climb on my phone the police there. And I said, listen, this person gave me a badge number. I didn't know that they don't call it a badge number, but it is a type of badge number. And I didn't know, like, it's real or not. So I asked them, listen, this person called and I just want to find out if they're a real person. And before I could even say anything, the police officer from Bloemfontein says to me, if it was anything about the airport and illicit substances that's in a parcel, just block the number. So that tells me all I needed to know. But my mom's still stressed and panicked, and she wants to find out, is there anything she can do? She did not give them money, and I will explain the rest of how the scam works after the story, because I'm here to entertain as well, you know? We go to the police station. After I have now told my mom this is a scam, I've confirmed, I checked Reddit, there's similar scams on Reddit. And I've also looked up that customs in South Africa is run by the South African Revenue Service, which is similar to the IRS for my American friends. I don't know what they call it in the UK, around the world, but and so the original Jason from customs, that officer, he would have been from South African Revenue Service and not from customs, the customs department at Bloemfontein Airport. Okay. Now, to get back to what happened next, we go to the police station and we explain at the front desk. They send us up to the detectives and we explain to the detectives, and my mom talks and she's like telling them. And when I told them the name Daman, they wanted to laugh as much as I wanted to laugh at this because that's the name he gave. And so the police tells us, you said that they gave a badge number or a personnel number. Like, yes, this is the one. And they look up that badge number. And this person had said that they're sergeant. I'm going to say I'll give the part of it, so it's Dee Dee, and I'm gonna call them Malloy, right? That's not the real last name of this person, and I don't want to give the real name of this person. So they check up this badge number, and it comes up not as a sergeant, but as a warrant officer. Now, a warrant officer is somebody that is higher than a sergeant, like the level above a sergeant. And you have to be in the South African police for at least 8 years, and then you can become a warrant officer. You qualify to become a warrant officer. So this person was no longer a sergeant. They've got a real police officer's badge number or personnel number. And so I look up, okay, what does warrant officer mean? Like, just like I explained to you now what it means. And then something triggers in my head, and like, let's look up this person's name. And I'm in shock still about this because I was standing there doing more detective work than the cops actually was, but I find out that that was a local to us police officer who was killed in action. He was busy with an interview in a gang related case, and somebody drove by with pew pews. His life was no longer with us. And he was posted on X or Twitter, is where I found an article about him, and even scarier then, without looking up his personnel number, I found it on a website. So the social engineering behind this and the way that the internet was used to make this seem legit, to make it seem real, because it was a real police personnel ID. It was a real name, except Daman was a wrong variation of the actual name. It's not Daman, which the guy said because he couldn't say the right name. When I eventually got this man's to talk was he had a Nigerian accent. And that's where I knew. This is a scam. It's sad because this was a real police officer and they stole his information and he was a euro. And there are these cunning scammers that think it's okay to use a South African superhero's name to commit fraud, and the police can't do anything because my mom didn't give them information and they didn't steal money. It blows my mind. It is what it is, but what we can do is create awareness. We can create awareness about this. Please share this with friends, family, even if you tell this story, because this is a new form of the IRS scam. When I asked the police, what would they really do? And they told me, well, we would already have the file. Your address would be on the file. We'll come to your house. We'll arrest you and we'll talk to you at the station. That is how it works. So if somebody calls you and tells you that they're a police officer, customs officer, anything like that, know that it's a scam. Now, how would this scam have ended? I mean, they're scaring my mom and telling her they're going to arrest her. Now, how does this scam end? It is a simple IRS scam where they get you to pay for the good fine. They will close a case or they will investigate it and you won't get in trouble. The next part would probably be where to pay this, you either have to pay them with an instant money voucher. If you're in South Africa or overseas, it would probably be something like a gift card situation. It might even be gift cards in South Africa. I'm not too sure, but some people have said that they pay money to the scammers, and usually that is instant money is where you can send them cash to a phone number and they can withdraw it from the bank. So basically, they want to get money from you. Every week, we get some inspiration from Inspirabot, you know? It's terrifying to be sad. But it's also sad to be terrifying. So true. That's really true, isn't it? So that was today's iKatMax show. You don't deserve the hate. You don't deserve the pain. that this world throws at you. You deserve the light, you deserve the love that you bring to life. With your beautiful fairy tales, you set the world on fire with your magical heart. Shine bright, starlight, watch your sunflowers turn to you. Shine bright, starlight, watch your sunflowers turn to you, turn to